create more content, write more blog posts, create more white papers, write more articles. That is consistently what I hear from marketers around the world. They want you to create more content. They want you to write more blog posts. They want you to share more things. They want you to just constantly be developing infographics, webinars, YouTube videos, all of the things. They want you to just create. In this video, we're going to be talking about something that isn't content creation. We're going to be talking about something called optimization, which I believe is one of the most underrated yet valuable ways for content marketers, content teams, brands, regardless of the industry, to actually find value in the work that they are doing when it comes to their content marketing mix. Content optimization. Why should I care? Why does it matter? And what in the world does it even mean? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 key sections of content optimization and sharing with you how your organization can leverage content optimization to drive meaningful results for your business. Again, it is not always about creating more content. Sometimes you just have to take the content that you have already developed, the assets that you've already invested in, and then give them that optimization level to ensure that they are actually telling the story that you want, that they are converting the leads that you need, and they're ultimately serving you so you can achieve your marketing and business goals. Content optimization can be broken out into 3 key buckets. It can be broken out into SEO, which most people are familiar with, search engine optimization. There's the second, which is conversion rate optimization, also known as CRO, and then the third type, which is offsite optimization. All 3 of these different categories have an important part to play when it comes to your brand, your organization being successful when it comes to content. Let's dive into each of them. The first item in your content optimization checklist is search engine optimization. It's simple. It means you need to optimize the content on your website to ensure that it is showing up in the actual results when they are typing in a keyword. For example, if you are selling a Canon camera, I need to ensure that I am ranking when somebody types in where to buy a Canon camera. That is ensuring that you are ranking for those keywords, and you're going to look at the various items on your site to ensure that you are giving yourself the best chance to actually rank for these phrases. Now, when you think about SEO, there's a lot of different elements that go into that. And when you are thinking about your website, you have to understand each of the different factors that influence your ability to rank in Google and understand how you can do things that are going to drive home those results. Whether that's having a certain number of backlinks to your content, whether or not that's ensuring that the content that you are developing is actually formatted appropriately, to make sure that you have the snippets built into your content so you can take a featured snippet if you want to. All of these things go into the SEO mix when you are thinking about how you can rank in Google. You want to think about your site architecture. You want to think about whether or not your site has the correct SSL certificate installed. You want to make sure there's no 404 pages throughout your site. You want to make sure that your navigation is built correctly. All of these things are important when you are thinking about your website from an SEO standpoint, and that is just one of the various elements that go into content optimization. The second type of optimization is conversion rate optimization, and what that gets into is truly understanding the different things that are resulting in people converting, whether it's a sign up, whether it's a download, whether it's a request to demo. All of these different things is what we would consider a conversion, meaning they are going from being a visitor to somebody who has provided you with information. They've taken some type of action that results in a business metric, a business goal, whether it's generating leads, it's an actual sale, whatever. That is conversion, and you want those to happen on your site, on your landing pages. So you need to look at the various landing pages, the various blog posts that you are written that you think can facilitate a conversion, and optimize them for actual conversion. This is where you have the ability to maybe run some A/B testing, where you start to test different messages, you start to test different color schemes, you start to test different imagery. All of these things can go into that conversion rate optimization. Maybe you're going to test whether or not you should show logos of clients you've worked with on your sales page, or maybe on your pricing page, you're going to test whether or not you should actually include a logo for a brand that you've worked with, or an actual testimonial from a client. All of these things go into your conversion rate optimization. You already have tons of landing pages that are likely generating traffic. If you don't, then you probably need to just start at square one and start creating content. But if you do already have a site that is generating traffic, that is getting visitors, you have to be constantly thinking about how can you optimize these assets that are generating lots of traffic and ensure that that traffic is turning into customers or buyers or people who we would actually be able to service through our product, our service, or our solution. And the third and final step when it comes to content optimization is offsite optimization. Here's the reality. We live in a world today where our competitors are not always our competitors directly in our industry. We oftentimes have content competitors. What does that mean? It means that when I type in a certain phrase and it's relevant to your industry, you're not always ranking up against your own competitors. You're competing with other websites, people who have created blog posts that have a list of the different software solutions, people who have created a list of the different top coffee machines. You're competing with the Wirecutters, the Yelps, the G2 crowds, the Capteras. You're competing with the entire world of Yelpification of B2B. Like that space you are oftentimes competing with. So you need to be thinking about the things that are off of your site that are actually influencing your brand's perception in the market. You have to think about how you can then optimize those things to ensure that they are lining up with your goals, your brand, your story, and your entire buying cycle when you think about your funnel. You need to ensure that when you are going to Google and typing in these things and other people are ranking and other people are showing up, that these assets that they are landing on are optimized for you, that they are, again, aligned with the values and the message that you want to convey to your buyer with the hope of converting them down the road, maybe even getting them to your website. This isn't just limited to the entire space of the Yelpification of B2B. When you look at offsite content, you also want to look for mentions of your brand and ensure that those mentions have links to them going back to your site. You also want to look for mentions of your team members and to understand, are they writing guest blog posts? And if they are, is there a link in their bio driving back to your website? Do they have a proper bio that aligns with your message? Or does it say an old company that they worked with? And is that something that is worth updating? Can it be updated? All of these items are what we would consider offsite optimization, and they can play an important part in your content optimization efforts that will ultimately lead to an increase in success when it comes to your content marketing efforts as a whole. So content optimization can really be broken down into those three simple categories: SEO, CRO, and offsite optimization. We need to come up with an acronym there. Offsite optimization, OSO, let's call it OSO. Search engine optimization, conversion rate optimization, and offsite optimization. Combined, when you bring these three things together, you have the ability to really start to see an increase across the board. You get to see an increase in your searchability and your visibility in search. You start to see an increase in the likelihood of people converting on your website. And off-site, you start to see that your brand is actually generating more visibility on a variety of different platforms. You're seeing that your brand is starting to generate more traffic from referrals, and you are ultimately able to do all of this without creating new content. So there you have it. Content optimization is one way that content marketers and digital marketing teams can invest and embrace content marketing without always creating new content. It's not something that happens overnight. You're not going to be able to snap your fingers and have content optimization executed across SEO, CRO, and OSO. It's not going to work that way. You have to actually invest long-term into content optimization and make sure that you're revisiting your various assets on a regular basis. I really hope that you are able to take something from this video and you can apply them to your organization and share with the team the fact that you don't always need to create more content. You don't always need to be investing in new blog posts, new white papers, new infographics. Sometimes you just have to take the content that already exists on your site and optimize it and inject it with a little bit more life. And once you give it more life, the next step is to ensure that you're distributing that content effectively across a wide variety of different channels. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to just ask you all one simple question. When it comes to content optimization, I know that there's a lot of things to kind of consider: SEO, CRO, OSO. So I'm asking you this: what is it that is holding you back from actually implementing these types of tactics? What has been the challenge for you as a marketer, as somebody who's interested in content? What has been the challenge for you to actually execute some of this stuff? Please comment below and let me know exactly what your challenge is, and I would love to help you and navigate with you how you can overcome that. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you can get these videos delivered directly to you whenever a new one is available. And if you want more content like this and you can't wait for the next video, don't forget to check out rosssimmons.com. It's the only place where I'm consistently trying to deliver more content that will help you generate more leads and as a result, live more life. See you next time.